Hey everybody, today what I want to do is I want to make my own scupper mount for a transducer. I didn't want to spend $40 on one, and I was concerned about plugging this hole because I need the drainage in here, so I went cheap. I measured this was about 4 inches, so I made mine out of a nipple, about a 3/4 nipple by 4 inches, and what I did was I nipped out a piece of this so the transducer can ride in here at 90-degree angle, so that it will sit in this groove. After I nipped it to the proper angle, I drilled a pilot hole, and then using this as a guide, I inserted this and drilled my 1/4 inch hole, put my hardware in, dropped it through. On the top, I drilled a hole and used a linch pin. But I'm going to go through all of this with you guys and show you how I did it. I'm just going to use some of this irrigation hose. It's just cheap stuff. It's just pennies. Anyway, first thing we got to do is nip this out. And that's going to allow our transducer to sit in there at a 90-degree angle. Okay, now you can see that rides in there pretty well. So now, I'm going to take my marker, I'm holding this in there, and I figure it's right about there. Okay, let's set up our drill with the pilot bit. And we can put our 1/4 inch bit in. Now, run that through a couple times just to clean it up. And what we have is this. So, let's see if our holes line up. A little junk in there. A locking washer and a nut. We have to make sure that this bolt is no longer than the scupper hole, so I went with 1 1/4 inches. We'll hold this in our 90-degree angle. Tighten that down. I've already started feeding this cable through. So let's go ahead and run it all the way through. That fits in there nicely. Okay. Grab our tools real quick. Turn our boat over, and we'll just secure that wire right there. So, if we put a mark now, that's a good height. We're going to drill our hole now for our linch pin. the linchpin has to go in this forward position like this. Through this, you can see the linchpin's big enough where it won't fall through the scupper hole, and it's rounded so it won't cut our booties. So anyway, we'll push that back through. And right below our line, I'm going to put a 1/4" hole. I'm going to do it in line with the transducer so that I can pull my linchpin out. So we'll drill that, and then right above that, we'll just cut that off. Okay, so back up through the hole. Hold that tight. And there it is. Now you can see that we can pull it up and drill the hole a little bit lower. But that's how it works. So this whole thing costs about $1.50 for the linchpin, 75 cents for the nuts and bolts. And I bought the nipple for $1, or you can use some of this tubing. Okay guys, now you have a scupper mount that doesn't have a cap, and that'll still allow you to have your drainage, and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it. Okay, see you on the water.